Steam locomotives didn't start as giants. They started small, slow, and almost harmless. But in less than a century, these machines evolved into the largest moving objects ever built by humans. This is the story of how steam power escalated step by step until it reached a level even engineers could no longer control. At level 1, steam locomotives were simple and friendly. Small tank engines worked inside factories, docks, and mines where space was tight and speed was dangerous. Their boilers were compact, their wheels small, and their power limited. These engines weren't built to impress anyone. They existed to help humans move short loads safely. Steam, at this level, was innocent. By level 2, steam became reliable. Pannier, tank locomotives, and similar designs ran local passenger trains and short freight routes every single day. They weren't fast, and they weren't beautiful, but they were tough. These engines worked for decades with minimal upgrades, quietly supporting cities, industries, and entire economies. If level 1 was learning to walk, level 2 was learning to work. Then came level 3, where steam discovered speed. Express locomotives like the Flying Scotsman changed everything. Larger boilers, higher pressure, and massive driving wheels allowed trains to travel faster than ever before. Speed became a symbol of national pride. Railways competed to prove whose engine was faster, smoother, and more advanced. Steam was no longer just transportation, it was prestige. At level 4, engineers chased perfection. Streamlined locomotives like Mallard were shaped to cut through air resistance. Every curve mattered. Every detail was optimized for speed. This was the moment steam reached its peak efficiency. When Mallard broke the world speed record, it proved steam had reached the edge of what physics would allow. Steam had never been faster and never would be again. But speed alone wasn't enough. Railroads needed raw strength. Level 5 introduced articulated locomotives like the Union Pacific Challenger. These engines used multiple sets of driving wheels under one boiler, allowing them to bend through curves while hauling massive loads over mountains. They were powerful, flexible, and terrifyingly effective. Steam had learned how to multiply itself. Then steam crossed into dangerous territory. Level 6 engines like the C&O Allegheny were built to haul thousands of tons across brutal terrain. These machines pushed tracks, bridges, and crews to their limits. They burned enormous amounts of coal and water and required constant maintenance. Railroads began to realize these locomotives were becoming too much, too heavy, too complex, too extreme. Finally, steam reached level 7. The Union Pacific Big Boy, the largest steam locomotive ever built. Over 1 million pounds of steel, fire, and motion. Big Boy could haul impossible freight loads uphill without help. It wasn't just powerful, it was final. Engineers had reached the absolute limit of steam technology. There was nowhere left to go. And that's why steam disappeared. Not because it failed, but because it succeeded too well. Steam locomotives became so massive, so demanding, and so complex that a simpler solution replaced them. Diesel didn't defeat steam. Steam defeated itself.